live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Craig Murphy. There's you.
What a move!
And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
It'll be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
We welcome you live to Locust Valley High School, where this afternoon the visiting North Shore Vikings at 5-1 take on the undefeated Falcons of Locust Valley in this Gold Coast Showdown in Nassau Conference A5. Good afternoon, everyone. Dylan Butler here. We're so glad you're able to join us for what is right now the penultimate game of the season for both of these teams. Again, this abbreviated season in Nassau County consists only of 8 games. There is no postseason, so after today's game, each team will have only 1 game left in their seasons. For Locust Valley, you know, they want to continue this streak that they're on. They went 23-0 last year. You add 6 more wins to that. They've got 29 games unbeaten heading into this showdown with North Shore. North Shore had a great start to this season, 5-0. But they're looking to bounce back from their first loss. That was a 47-44 defeat to Wantagh. Now North Shore, again, coming in 5-1, started the season with wins over Seaford, Clark, Lawrence, and West Hempstead. Oh, and Island Trees as well. Good bounce back for Keith Freund's team. They were 8-11 a year ago. They missed the playoffs. This is a team that traditionally among the powerhouses in Nassau Conference or Nassau Class A, so a little bit of a dip in form, but it wasn't so much for a lack of effort. Last year, they were just in a brutal conference, right? They were 4-1 non-conference, but they were in the same conference as Floral Park, who we saw in the Nassau Class A final against Locust Valley, Wantagh, Lynbrook, Plain Edge. So it was a tough sledding, a lot of bumps and bruises, but a young team will be better this year for that, and certainly much better, Keith Freund says, for next year. In Locust Valley, remember last year, 23-0, the first time they've ever went undefeated in a regular season in school history. They went on and defeated Floral Park 42-34 to win the Nassau Class A final. They're all set to take on West Hampton in the Long Island Championship. Certainly their goal was to go upstate and perhaps or certainly compete, maybe even win a state title. That all went by the wayside, though, of course, with the pandemic halting all interscholastic activities. So Michael Godone says, look, you know, we are still a very young team. This is senior night here at Locust Valley. You see the number out at midcourt. They will honor only one person, though, today. It'll be Maddie Driscoll, number 22. So that is the only senior that this team has. Everyone else is very young. They've got junior standouts. Here you see we'll show you right now the starting lineups. First for the visitors from North Shore, there they are. Morgan Griffin, she's the player to watch out for these Vikings. Just an absolute standout player for North Shore. Emma Priolo, Kylie Colbert, Amanda Ayers, and Casey Colbert as well. The Colbert sisters, a big part of Meg McCormick's standout lacrosse team as well. Their head coach, you mentioned before, Keith Freund, in his 15th season, a 1994 graduate of Division High School. Here's Locust Valley's starters now. And it's pretty much the same starters we've seen throughout this season. You've got Peyton Teeney running the point, Riley Roberts at shooting guard, Lindsay Hogan and Amber Linden the front court, and again, the lone senior who will be honored here momentarily is Maddie Driscoll, number 22. Driscoll, a 5'10 senior. We'll actually send it to the court as the head coach, Michael Godone, addresses the crowd here on senior night.
So on this last home day, on our senior day, we'd like to recognize our one super senior, our captain, number 22, Maddie Driscoll. Come on. Maddie's been in our program for 4 years. She's been on the varsity with us for 3 years. And as I mentioned before, she's our captain this year. So we'd like to congratulate her as being a member of our undefeated team last year. And this year as our captain, and we'd like to welcome her family out as well this time.
Ceremony, and this is a special day as well. The first time that they've actually been able to have any fans in attendance here for senior night to honor again Maddie Driscoll. Great rebounder, nice touch around the basket, good defensive player, terrific shot blocker as well. She's added some offense to her game this year, has Maddie Driscoll, a really intelligent player as well. She's really kind of come into her own here into the starting lineup after having a reserve role a year ago. And there you see the captains together. There's a good look at them. What a group this has been, though, coming off the most successful season in Locust Valley history. And again, they've done nothing but win this year as well. Maddie Driscoll, a big part of that. And she's kind of just soaked in everything that she's seen, their head coach Michael Godone said, and she's translating that onto the court as well. So should be a good one when we look at some of the keys to this game. North Shore, if this game goes according to plan for both teams, as we see the line was being introduced on the court, the visitors here from North Shore, they want to push the tempo. They want to get out and run. They want to play tough defense. So in a lot of ways, when they're playing well, they're a mirror image of Locust Valley. So when you talk about keys, Keith Freund said, we can't give any possessions away. Every possession has to be like we're in the fourth quarter because Locust Valley can score so fast. The big key for North Shore, he said, stopping the outlet fast break. They've got to make them pass into an offense. They hit their layup so well, he says, of Locust Valley. They've got to make Teeny and Hogan, if they can keep them to 20 points each or less, and that doesn't sound like a tremendous accomplishment, but when you think about it, Hogan comes into this game averaging 28 points a game. You've got Peyton Teeny, who's being introduced now. She's at like 23 points, so if they can hold them lower than their season average, Keith Freund likes his team's chance. And of course, a big key for Locust Valley is just getting out to that quick start that they've gone all year long. They have huge first quarters. If they could do that again, it'll be a key for them to win. We're going to take a quick break and have the start of this Conference A5 showdown. You're watching it right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. The lineups introduced, the anthem played, and we are just about set to start. Have a look in at the Locust Valley huddle. There you see their head coach, Michael Godone, a 1987 graduate of Locust Valley, a teammate with Peyton Teeny's dad, who we got a chance to meet before the start of this game. Here you see the head coach, Michael Godone, and again the head coach at North Shore is Keith Freund in his 15th season, so these coaches certainly know each other very well. Godone in his 13th season as head coach, and we are set to tip here at Locust Valley. Off the tip, it's won by North Shore, and there's Morgan Griffin, runs the show. 23 points a game, 4-year varsity player, 4-year starter as well. Locust Valley, as they do, they come out in a zone defense, and quick foul was called. Looked to be on Peyton Teeny, her first. North Shore to inbound underneath. Active hands there by Lindsay Hogan. The intended pass was to Emma Priolo, inbounding underneath. They kick it up top. There's Priolo from deep. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Amber Linden, and she hands off to Riley Roberts. Roberts to Hogan. Up top. Swings it to the left. Back to Hogan for three. Back rim, no good. Battle for the loose ball. It'll go out and stay with Locust Valley.
Thank you.
Shot clock resets on that miss. Off the inbound, there's Driscoll, and appropriately enough, the lone senior here this afternoon gets the first bucket. 1-2-2, three-quarter press is trouble, and it is here as well, but they'll turn it right back over as Hogan is called for the turnover. Amanda Ayers inbounds to Griffin. Up top, Kylie Colbert hands off to Amanda Ayers. Left side three, off the mark by Griffin, and it'll be Locust Valley ball. Hogan will at times play on the ball as she does here. She has that ability. She could put it on the court. One of her improvements this year, or added facets of her game, has been getting to the basket inside an opportunity. Missed the mark, and now North Shore comes away with it. Priolo, a freshman, called up to varsity as an 8th grader at the end of last year. Teeny with the steal. The fastest at the 200 meter in Nassau County. Pulls out for three off the backboard. She gets her own rebound. Too strong. Follow up. Another offensive rebound, and Teeny is rejected. So yeah, Teeny never ran track before. Figured why not. As we heard from her in that win over Wantagh, her dad said, listen, go out for track. So did just that. Hogan shot off the mark. And what does she do but become the fastest player at the 200, or fastest runner at the 200. And she shows that speed here as well. Hogan, the tip and the steal. That one off the mark, but usually Hogan and Teeny are so on the same page. And that's one thing that Keith Freund said, that usually they press. He said he's got so much respect for Hogan's ability to find Teeny that they're going to kind of call off that press. They'll still press from time to time, but not as often as they do, only because of the respect he has for Hogan and her ability to find Teeny deep. There's Ayers, the junior, 3-year varsity player, inbounds. They trap in the corner. Ayers gets it back, and a foul was called. Looks like Casey Colbert will go to the line. It's another foul on Teeny. So here comes Colbert. First free throw is short. 4-year varsity player, 3-year starter. Lacrosse and field hockey, a Stony Brook lacrosse commit. Freund calls her the heart and soul of her team. Second free throw is good. He says he's happy that they have any semblance of a season, really, for Casey because of the hard work and dedication she has shown to this program. Traveling violation called. Will come back this way as North Shore looking to take the lead. Bartoli up top for Griffin. Back to Bartoli. Swings it good, looking pass inside. Colbert, though, couldn't get that opportunity for a shot. They kick it back out. Quick ball movement. 3-point shot is up. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the loose ball. It will go, or will stay with North Shore. And then an exchange here of traveling violations. And now Locust Valley has it. Riley Roberts, and a foul called on the hand check. That on Griffin. It is her first. See another look. Roberts, 8th grader a year ago on this varsity team, had really a breakout season, and she's worked herself now into her starting role as only a freshman. Driscoll again, and she's fouled on her way up, and the second foul, back-to-back in quick successions. Griffin, and here you see it coming off the inbound. Strong move inside by Driscoll, and she'll look to take 2 free throws. First up, banks it home. So she's got all 3 of Locust Valley's points. She is just about at her average, and there's another, so she's above her season average. 4-1 the lead, all from the lone senior, Maddie Driscoll. There's a press again. It's broken, and Griffin up top. 2-3 zone. Stolen by Linden. They look to get out in the break, but North Shore halts them. And again, it's Morgan Griffin. Also a soccer star. One of 2 players on this court, 3-point attempt off the mark, to have a triple-double this year. Griffin did that against Clark. 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. That shot off the mark, and then a foul is called down low. So we'll have our first sub. It's Ella Begley to check in for North Shore, and she'll replace Amanda Ayers. Foul was on Kate Gilliam. First free throw off the mark. And the second rims around, no good. Putback attempt is in by Teeny. 6-1 the lead now, and it's tough to come back against Locust Valley. North Shore needs points, and they get 2 inside by Casey Colbert. That's 3 for her. She's got all of her team's points. There's Hogan, righty floater in the lane is good. There's that pressure again, and there's a turnover. Couple more subs. Kylie Colbert in. Missed the second player in for North Shore. It's Roberts in the corner up top for Hogan. Puts her shoulder down, drives to the hole for 2 more. Strong move to the hole by Hogan, and the lead is 7. Griffin rifles the pass down to Priolo, steps back, 3. Kisses the front rim, no good. And here comes Linden the other way, fast breaking. Linden off the glass and in. 2 more, the lead's 12-3, and Keith Freund wants to call the 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him as well. 12-3 is your score. Locust Valley leads. You're watching the Varsity Media Game of the Week. And we welcome you back to Locust Valley off the timeout. 12-3 the score, so already Locust Valley, and they're opening up the lead and doing what Locust Valley does best, right? Where they pressure defensively and they get fast break points, and Keith Freund was concerned about this start. Corner jumper no good, offensive rebound pulled down by Kylie Colbert. Interior pass to her sister Casey. Shot rejected by Teeny. Lefty layup, or lefty shot in the lane, no good. Roberts will now look to push. Riley Roberts, what a game she had against Wantagh. Really did a little bit of everything. Hogan for 3, no good. Roberts crashes the boards. Her putback attempt is blocked, but she'll go to the line. Foul was called on Amanda Ayers, her first. And now Roberts will shoot 2. First is good. While Teeny was the offensive star against Wanta, really Roberts started things off with her defense. And you could see good size as well for Roberts at 5'7", only averages 6 points a game. And there's a steal again. It's Teeny ahead of the field. Teeny lefty layup is good. 4 for Teeny, and the lead up to 16 now as we approach 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Interior pass intercepted, and here comes Roberts again. Hogan calls for it. She gets it. Drives with her left. Pulls out. Now goes back to the hole. Scoop layup is good. 2 more for Hogan. Another timeout by North Shore. And this one quickly getting away from them. So they want to talk things over. Certainly 6 points you see, and we'll look in at the North Shore huddle, and this is one of the things that certainly was concerning for Keith Freund. Locust Valley all year long, their strength has been getting out to those quick starts. They tremendous first quarter team, and they've done that really throughout this year as well. They scored 18 points in their first game, 30, 23, 25. And they're on track right now to get somewhere in that range as well. And Keith Freund said, look, if we're playing at our best, this game is going to be played in the 70s. North Shore certainly showing the ability to get to 70, and for the Vikings of North Shore, it's a concern that they can start to get some offense going as well. 18-3, the early lead for Locust Valley, and it's been balanced scoring. 5 different players thus far scoring for Locust Valley. The only points scored so far for North Shore, the 3 points by Casey Colbert. Griffin, interior pass to Gilliam. They'll double in the corner to Emma Priolo, and she stepped out of bounds. So that's where, again, they'll go 1-2-2, 3-quarter, and then they'll go 2-3 and trap in the corners. Another turnover forced as we're now under a minute to go in the first quarter. Quarter dominated by the Falcons of Locust Valley. Hogan feeling it. A deep 2. She's got 8 in this first quarter. And the lead has ballooned to 17. Griffin, 3-point shot. Rims out, no good. Teeny the rebounds. Gilliam quickly on her. You want to try to keep her out of running full court. Underneath was Olivia Del Tato, and she'll turn the ball over. Here's Griffin. She's been quiet thus far, and you can make the argument so has everybody else in green today. Hogan, under 10. Now there's 5. Hogan to her left. Pulls up. Rims around, no good. And the quarter will end on that miss, but one of the few things not to go right in this first quarter for the undefeated Falcons of Locust Valley. They lead North Shore 20-3. 8 minutes in the books. We'll get you the next 8 after this break right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. we welcome you back to Locust Valley High School, where the Falcons, there's a look at their huddle and their head coach, Michael Godone. They lead this one 6-0, or excuse me, they're 6-0 on this season. They lead this one 21-3 after the first 8 minutes. And, you know, look, Michael Godone says this is the core that we're going to have together for 2 years. So being able to get everyone on the court, and even though it's an abbreviated season, play these games, it's such a bonus to see what they are and what they could become as well. They're still going to pressure full court, as we saw. They're still an amazing first quarter team as well. Their transition offense is spectacular. They don't have that opportunity to play for a state title this year. But again, everybody but Maddie Driscoll back next year as well. So this is a team that you've got to keep an eye out for, certainly next year as well. Here's Hogan, 8 points in that first quarter. Looks for options, and you can see right now they're sealing off, or they're attempting to seal off Teeny. Shot inside, Roberts the rebound. Battling inside for the rebound was Hogan, and she came away with it. Hogan stripped by Casey Colbert. The handoff, three-point shot, rims off, no good, and this is exactly what you want for Locust Valley. Teeny in the front court, and she gets two. We've got a stoppage as Teeny and a North Shore player went hard into the padding behind the basket. Fortunately, she's good though. But two more for Teeny, and there's an interception. And a foul was called on Kylie Colbert. Teeny, by the way, now has 6 on the game. You see her guarded closely by Kylie Colbert. She's going to just play her tight. Not quite a box and one, though, as Hogan shot no good. Rebound to Casey Colbert. And she'll go to Morgan Griffin. Griffin. Hands off to Bartoli, the sophomore. Back to Griffin. She fakes it. Back to Bartoli. Up fake. Interior pass. Bounce pass down low. Good look. Blocked from behind. I think Del Tato got a piece. And here comes Linden. Backs it up. Looks for help. Finds Hogan at the top. Roberts. Interior pass. Del Tato kicks it back out to Hogan. Drives. And she is fouled. Oh, excuse me. An offensive foul was called. And Michael Godone not liking that call. And don't tell him that this doesn't mean anything. He had an exchange there with one of the officials. Roberts rips the ball away from Gilliam. Bounce pass. Linden off the rim, no good. Rebound to Casey Colbert. Here's Griffin. Priolo. Good job by Griffin behind the back. 3-point shot. Back rim, no good. Offensive rebound for North Shore. That's one thing that they said was important here today, is to box out, because Locust Valley is so tenacious when they attack the glass. Timeout was called here by Locust Valley, and we'll take it with them as well. 5:27 left in the first half. Falcons lead 23-3. You're watching it right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Island sports fans, now is the time to ensure you don't miss out on your athletes' games. Varsity Media is available to live stream any game, any event, any level, anytime. Reach out to Varsity Media today to learn more about live streaming services. 516-403-2050 or visit us at www.varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Locust Valley. Dylan Butler here. Another look inside the Locust Valley huddle. And, you know, when you walk down the hallways here, brand new setup too. It really looks nice. All of the current athletes, or a lot of the current athletes, are shown here in the hallway before you enter the gym from various sports, golf and volleyball, soccer, football, and of course basketball as well. But also on that wall is Paige O'Brien and Julia Sabatino. Last year, 2 5-year varsity players, 2 4-year starters, and a pair of 1,000-point scorers as well. So critical to this program and building it to be a county and Long Island powerhouse. And you've got to say Teeny and Hogan this year, in terms of leadership, have done a great job just sort of filling that void left by those 2 seniors. There is Teeny on the ball to Roberts. Up top, Hogan. Drive to the hole. Hogan, it rims around, no good. And North Shore will come away with the ball. Amanda Ayers, 3-year varsity player, a starter last year, also playing soccer and lacrosse. She inbounds it to Griffin. Gets it right back. Driving baseline, the kick out. Priolo, quick ball movement. Priolo gets it back from Griffin. And again, the hands, the long arms of Hogan with the steal, and it goes to Teeny. Front rim, the shot by Linden. North Shore set to have a line change of sorts on the next stoppage, which comes now. 4 new Vikings into the game. Nora Schatz, part of that, number 3. She'll be out at midcourt. Kira Pumbar, the freshman, number 35, in as well. And Bartoli back in the game. There's Hogan off the screen. 3 ball is good. Her shot. She's feeling it tonight. First player in double figures for either team with 11. They'll go in the corner to Kylie Colbert. Inside was Pombar, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Pombar is a cool story. Brand new to this team. She moved from Port Washington, and she did so as she misses her first free throw during the pandemic. So imagine how difficult it is to move, and you're a high school kid and you're a freshman at that, and then you're moving during a pandemic where, you know, it's not like you could have social occasions with friends, and it's tough to meet new people. So this team certainly has embraced her, and it's been a pretty cool thing as well. She's got a lot of new friends here in this basketball team, and again, just a freshman, 5 points a game, but she's going to be really good. 3-point shot off the front rim, no good. That was Griffin, and here comes Roberts ahead to Teeny. She's hit on the way up, and the foul. Here's another look. This is Locust Valley at its best. They get out and run. Teeny absorbs the contact and gets the foul. She'll attempt now the old school 3-point play. Free throw no good. Gets her own rebounds. She's got 8 now in the lead, 28-4. Good ball movement. And you could see the ability there by Pombar. The foul was called underneath the basket It's a little bit of what Keith Freund was saying. She's young and she's still raw, but give her a couple years, she's going to be a big problem, she said, for the opposition, or he said, for the opposition. First free throw, no good.
The other game doesn't start till 6.
That's Nora Schatz, the junior. Really such a hard worker. She's accepted her role. She doesn't play a lot of minutes, but when she's out there, she does everything she can. Grabs rebounds, handles the ball a little bit. She defends. If you're not on her, she'll knock down a shot. Freund says a quiet, kind, super intelligent kid. A real pleasure to coach. Hogan. Hands off to Roberts. Driscoll. Hands off. Good ball movement. It's back to Hogan. 10 on the shot clock. On the baseline is Linden. Gets the friendly roll. Amber Linden has 4. Oh, Teeny nearly had another steal. Griffin quickly inside. No good. Hogan, another rebound. Mentioned before, Griffin being one of 2 players on this court for a triple-double, or the other is Lindsey Hogan, and what a triple-double that was. We'll get to that in a moment as Griffin looks to push. Scoop layup, and she'll go to the line. Fouled on the way up by Lindsey Hogan. Griffin had a season-high 30 against Island Trees. We mentioned the triple-double before. Named to Newsday's top 100. Big change in her game this year. She doesn't force things. First free throw is good. She's getting more of her teammates involved. Freund says, look, I've coached a lot of competitive players, but by far, Morgan Griffin, the most competitive that he's ever coached. Second free throw as well. Sometimes he's worried that she'll hurt her teammates by how hard she goes at practice in every drill, and she always wants one more. Let's have one more drill, one more opportunity. Oh, what an up fake by Griffin. She gets to the hole for 2 more. 30-8 to score now. Hogan from deep. It is short. Trying to save on the baseline was Linden. She was unable. And here comes Griffin, feeling a little bit now. Backs out from the 2-3 zone, hands off to Priolo. Priolo back up top. Little ball movement. They'll go to the corner. That 3 is off the mark. Another rebound for Hogan. Hogan, that quick outlet. Great job by Griffin. That's something that Freund said. We have to keep an eye out for those long passes. And Griffin, who's double there in the corner, hands it to Casey Colbert up top. 3-point shot, back iron, no good by Priolo. Another rebound by Hogan. She's got to be close to double-digit rebounds already as we're getting close to a minute left in this first half. The first half dominated by Locust Valley. North Shore, though, looking to chip away. Here's Kylie Colbert. Sophomore, also like her sisters. A lacrosse standout. Good interior pass to Casey Colbert. 2 more for her. She's got 5, and the deficit, it sounds strange to say it, but cut to 20. Roberts swing it. Left side, corner 3. Lindsey Hogan. Her second 3 of this quarter. Griffin. Again, the double in the corner. Griffin nearly called for a foul. Here's Priolo. Up top, Griffin, 4-3 off the mark. That one was a bit forced. And now with 9 seconds left, Locust Valley can hold for the last. And they'll have a quick substitution. Kate Gilliam the Harvard lacrosse commit, back in. She'll guard Hogan. 5 left. Hogan calls for the screen. Hogan drives baseline, the floater no good, and loose ball knocked away, and that does it for the first half. What a first half for the host Falcons. They lead it 33-10. We'll have some first half stats and the start of the second half as well when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming,
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you.
What a move!
And the foul.
videography, and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
We welcome you back. Dylan Butler here at Locust Valley High School, where the host Falcons with a 33-10 lead over North Shore at the half. We'll take a look at some of the first half statistical leaders, easy for me to say. First for the undefeated Falcons, and leading the way, you see it there, Lindsay Hogan with 14, Peyton Teeny with 8. You've had a pair of players as well, Amber Linden and Maddie Driscoll with 4 apiece, and 2 for Riley Roberts. You can see the key there at the bottom. They outscored North Shore 20-3 in that first quarter. That's 17 points right there, and a big reason why they have a 23-point lead. For North Shore, who came on a bit in the later stages of the second quarter, Casey Colbert with 5 points, Morgan Griffin with 4. All 4 of Griffin's points were in that second quarter. 1 point from the free throw line for Kira Palmer as well, but Griffin comes in averaging 23 points a game, so she's been limited significantly below her season average, nearly or right at 19 points below that average. This is the first, by the way, of 2 Locust Valley North Shore games we've got for you right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Matt Shortis will be on the call for the boys game, and the Locust Valley boys were here watching the first half. They are currently en route to North Shore, right here on the Gold Coast of Nassau County. That should be a fun one. That tip-off is in about an hour's time or so, 6 o'clock start. Ben Turchin was here. A lot of those, or all of those sideline shots that we saw, that was him, his handiwork, and guess what? He's currently en route as well. He's got the Tahoe traversing to North Shore, and he'll do the same there as well for that game, and that should be a fun one as well. We have another basketball game on our schedule. That's Saturday afternoon. I'll be on the call at Bethpage High School, where Bethpage will take on Floral Park on the boys' end. And strange to say, but 3 weeks here of basketball after nearly a year of really inactivity, and that's it for hoops. We'll have a quick break, and then the fall, if you want to call it, season starts. We've got football and boys and girls soccer, and then right around May 1st, it's lacrosse season, and we'll have a lot of that for you here on Varsity Media. We remind you, you can subscribe to us here on our YouTube channel, and also be sure to follow us on our social media handles as well, and we'll have all kinds of updates as well in terms of our broadcasting schedule on Twitter and Instagram as well. And as we're set here now to start this second half, North Shore will inbound. It's Amanda Ayers to do so. She hands it off to Morgan Griffin. Frustrating first half for her. They'll go baseline, and an unforced turnover will come the other way now. Now North Shore will pick up a full court press. Casey Colbert, they got to make sure. There's 2 of them out here, and a traveling violation will be called. Some steps there by Maddie Driscoll. Now Amanda Ayers to inbound again. So Griffin, again, all 4 of her points coming late in that second quarter. Uber competitive. Tremendous soccer player as well. She's got options. She can play Division I soccer. She could also go to a D3 school and maybe play both if she wants to continue to play soccer and basketball. Options, though, is certainly something that she has. Roberts, the strip, trying to find Teeny. Good job by the aforementioned Griffin to steal. Hands off. That's Amanda Ayers. Another steal by Roberts, and she's bumped on her way up. Foul was called on Kylie Colbert. Here you see it again. Roberts crossing midcourt when she was bumped by Kylie. Maybe she could do that in lacrosse, not so much here in basketball. And nearly another foul as foul line jumper by Linden. She's got 6 now. And here comes Teeny again, ahead of the field. Nice look and pass, layup, no good. Ayers to Griffin. Hands off, 3-point shot in the corner. Rims out, no good. Put back opportunity off both rims by Casey Colbert. And there's Hogan, quick outlet to Teeny. Lefty layup is good. Teeny is in double figures. She's got 10, and the lead 27. Nice give and go between the Colbert sisters. Kylie comes away with the loose ball. Scoop layup by Griffin is good. So Griffin's got 6. Roberts pulls up, 16-footer, no good. And Casey Colbert comes with the rebound again. She'll go on as there was a layup underneath by Kylie Colbert. They'll actually both play collegiate lacrosse. Kylie being recruited at the highest level, and Casey will go on and play for Joe Spallina at Stony Brook, and they're coming off a huge win over USC in a battle of 2 top 20 teams, and there's a layup inside by Amber Linden. She's got 8. A couple of subs. Kate Gilliam and Ella Begley in for North Shore. There's Griffin. Pulls up from 3. Back rim, no good. Head of the field, Teeny. Layup, no good. Linden battling for the loose ball. It'll go out off of the Falcons. North Shore will have the ball. There's Bartoli. Roberts the steal, and she is fouled by Gilliam. Gilliam second. And there's Hogan. Hogan also will have an opportunity to play this sport at the next level, looking at some of those really high academic D3s, but also some D1 looks coming as well. Still just a junior. Teeny drives to her left, pulls it back out. That rims around. Battle for the loose ball. And it is won there by Gilliam. And looked like North Shore came away with the ball, but a timeout was called. And again, this being a game between two teams not so far apart, and also realizing that a game is on or being broadcast, well, there's a little bit of fun involved as well by the superintendents. Here's a tweet that we see by Dr. Peter Giarizzo. All I got to say here is be careful what you wish for. He's the North Shore superintendent, having some fun, and maybe a little bit fortunate that he didn't have a friendly wager on this one. But we love when the superintendents get involved, and certainly Dr. Giarizzo having some fun, and we appreciate that as well, and getting involved as well. It's been such a long time for these athletes to step on the court or just play anything competitive. And it's so important that they have the support outside of the court as well, not just from their coaches and parents. Inside pass, no good. Put back again, no good. Quick outlet, here's Griffin ahead of the field. Puts it on the court, and she's fouled on her way up. Here you see it again, Griffin. That power move to the hole. Driscoll hears it as she comes off. First free throw is good. Griffin has 7. Second, no good. Deltato looking for the loose ball. It went off of her, so North Shore will maintain possession. Haley airs. And the ball is taken away. Teeny, quick outlet ahead to Linden, too strong. Roberts, the rebound, looks underneath, ducks under, and she gets 2 more. Riley Roberts now with 4. 41-15, the lead for the undefeated Falcons of Locust Valley. Quick move by Gilliam. Teeny ahead of the field. When you talk quick moves, that conversation usually begins and ends with Teeny. She has 12, extending this Locust Valley lead. North Shore, again, they started off the season 5-0. They're coming off their first loss to Wantagh. Into the trees. Rejected was Gilliam by Deltato. Hogan comes away. Looks over her shoulder, drives into the lane, no good. Deltato can't get the putback. Hogan. Linden now. 3 for $1. Linden gets the putback. She's got 6 in this quarter and 10 for the game. 2:50 left here, third quarter. Timeout called by North Shore, and we'll take it with them as well. You're watching a Conference A5 battle right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome you back. It's North Shore with the ball off the timeout. Here's Gilliam, the Harvard lacrosse commit. Also runs cross country as well. Freund says, an unbelievable kid from a great family. Just a terrific athlete. Pass goes to Priolo, back inside to Gilliam, thinks about it. Hands off, 3-point shot. Rims out, no good. Hogan loses it to Gilliam, who hands off to Griffin. Griffin behind the back, guarded tightly by Kayla Van Cott. Interior pass, Colbert unable to get the layup. Inbound will go to North Shore. It's out top to Priolo. Intercepted ahead of the field is Teeny, too strong. Battle for the loose ball. Gilliam and Linden jump ball. And the ball will stay with Locust Valley. Teeny to inbounds. Looks for options up top to Hogan. For 3. Back rim, no good. Griffin comes away with the rebound. Griffin with her left. Nice look. Layup not there by Kylie Colbert, who comes away with the ball. Colbert is just so fast. Freund said if she could just slow her body down as Hogan gets to the hole for 2 more, she'll be like 15 points a game next year. But she just goes so fast, 110 miles an hour at all times. Deep shot, no good. Kylie Colbert with the rebounds. Amanda Ayers up top. Griffin for 3, no good. And again, Kylie Colbert battling for the loose ball. Teeny the outlet to Hogan. Usually it's the other way around. Hogan pulls up. Corner jumper, no good. Deltado the rebounds. Pushes it back out. And Griffin with the steal. Layup. Good. So 2 more for Griffin. She's got 7. And there's Hogan up top. Guarded by Kylie Colbert. 3-point shot. Teeny, no good. Kylie Colbert goes to Griffin. She turns. No good, but the layup was there. Hard to see who that was. I think it was Kylie Colbert, and certainly that's, I guess, who we'll give that to. She's got 4 now. 2.5 on the game clock. Hogan puts one up, and it's good. Beats the buzzer. Lindsay Hogan, 2 more. That's 18 for her. Another look off the inbound. Hogan, yeah, she knows time and score. Puts that up, beats the buzzer. And the lead after 24 minutes is 30. 49-19. 8 more minutes to play here at Locust Valley. You're watching this Conference A5 matchup on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Welcome back to Locust Valley. Dylan Butler here. We thank you for joining us as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. And it's been all Locust Valley to this point. They started off this game 20-3 after the first quarter. The second quarter was close. 12-7 or 13-7 was the difference in scoring. And then a 16-9 third quarter. Keith Freund said he thought if this game, if they played their game, if North Shore played their game, it would be a game in the 70s. Well, it's looking possibly like Locust Valley will get to that mark, and it's going to be a long uphill climb here for North Shore in this second half. Good ball movement, though, and there's 3-point shot off the mark by Kylie Colbert. Roberts to Deltado. Oh, good move on the baseline. The sophomore gets into the score sheet. Her first bucket. she projects to be in the starting lineup in a year's time, and when she does, the 6'1" sophomore, well, she'll be a junior then, will be the true 5 that Michael Godone says his team hasn't had in a while. Driscoll back in the game. To the bench goes Amber Linden with 10 points. First free throw by Casey Colbert, no good. Again, we look forward to seeing a lot more of the Colberts. Second free throw, no good, as well as Kate Gilliam. During the spring season, Meg McCormick's lacrosse team expecting to have a quality season again. Hogan drives with her left, rims around, no good. Del Tato battles for the loose ball with Ella Begley. Begley also a lacrosse and volleyball player for North Shore. And a timeout was called by Locust Valley, and we'll take it with them as well. 6:54 to go. 51-19 is the lead. You're watching this Conference A5 matchup right here in the Varsity Media Sports Network. Off the timeout, Roberts' three-point attempt off the mark, and here's Griffin off and running for the visiting Vikings. Ball tapped out of her hands. In a season where there is no postseason for the players who return for both teams, it's all about just sort of getting some games under their belt and getting ready for next year. That's certainly the case for North Shore. And again, they're a team that has battled for that loose ball. They're a team that has gone deep in the postseason, playing well into March year after year. And last year, a little bit of an anomaly, 8-11. They missed the playoffs. And we mentioned before just the ridiculous conference that they were in with Wantagh and Floral Park and Plain Edge as well. And you'll return so many key players. Hogan for 3. 21 for Hogan, outscoring North Shore by herself. Colbert hands off to Ella Begley up top for Griffin. She'll attempt a 3. No good. There's Teeny ahead. Oh, what a look by Teeny. Driscoll can't get it to fall. Bodies all over the court. Here comes Griffin on the other end. Gets her own putback and gets 2 more. Griffin has 11. Teeny misses the layup. And now Kylie Colbert looks to run. Forced it, trying to find her sister Casey. Back in the game comes Gilliam, the Harvard lacrosse commit. Kylie Colbert, the sophomore, 2-year varsity player, averaging 5.3 points a game to the bench. Griffin up top, swings it, gets it right back. That's a 3 ball by Gilliam. That's off the mark. And will go the other way. Roberts to Hogan. Back to Roberts. Locust Valley less than 5 minutes away from a ridiculous 30-game winning streak. And again, it was 23-0 last year. Just an unbelievable season. County champions. And then just before they were set to take on West Hampton in the Long Island Championship, unceremoniously the season came to an end. Gilliam up top. Good ball movement. 3-point shot is good. Amanda Ayers. Her first 3 of the game. Deltato tracks it down. Hogan for 3 more. No good. Teeny nearly joined us for another interview. She was our player of the game in that win against Wantagh. That at the time was a meeting of undefeated teams. Wantagh then came and defeated these Vikings of North Shore and ending their undefeated season. Hogan, the strong move, no good. And we'll go the other way. Layup attempt by Griffin. And there was a foul on the way up. Here you see it again, Griffin. There's no let up in the junior. So competitive, and Teeny will go to the bench, looks like for the last time, replaced by Christina Pierno. Colbert can't get it to drop, and we'll have some subs here coming at the next opportunity for North Shore. Hogan hands off, gets it right back. Inside to Deltato, she's triple teamed. Good kick outside. Driscoll unable to get the 3. And a foul on the court. As we'll have mass substitutions for both teams coming up. Not used to having fans in the building, and those who are here on senior night, better known as, I guess, Maddie Driscoll night, calling for that 3 and reacting when it didn't fall. Hogan stays in, but a lot of subs otherwise. That's Holly Ward, number 30. Ball stolen by Juliana Graziosi. Good story for Graziosi. Didn't play basketball a year ago. She takes that Italian 5 at North Shore, and that includes a trip to Italy. So to do that, though, she had to miss the basketball season. She came back this year for her senior year, really without even knowing that there'd be a game, and she forces the jump ball with Hogan. And that talks about her determination, right, where there wasn't going to be a season when she was practicing, and Driscoll gets a huge ovation as she steps off the court for the last time. They'll have one more game, but it'll be a road game. Haley Ayers, the freshman, unable to connect. But yeah, just again, it's such a cool story because Grazioli came out and, you know, she just wanted to play basketball. She had no idea in January that there'd even be a season, and just figured I'll just practice for a while. Keith Freund was funny. He said, look, every team, no matter what, there are cliques on every team. Graziosi, well, she gets along with everybody. She is the team mom, the team sister. Inside. Count the basket and the foul. Nora Schatz. So Schatz gets her first 2, and she'll try to make it the old school 3. And she knocks down the free throw. (54-27) is the score. We remind you to stick around after the game. We'll have an interview with our player of the game as well. There's Haley Ayers, the freshman, hands off. Layup underneath, no good. Second chance opportunity, how about a third? Graziosi comes away with it. Schatz up top, off the mark for the junior. We talked about it being senior night here. Graziosi's a senior for North Shore, as is Casey Colbert. When you look at the rest of the team, every one of these Vikings is back. So such valuable experience for them as well that they'll take with them into their respective other sports and certainly into next season as well. 90 seconds left, fourth quarter. And fouled on her way up was the 8th grader, Sam Amendola. Here's another look, Amendola. Fouled on the shot opportunity, so she'll get a chance to get in the scorebook. Banks it in. The banks at Locust Valley are open. Second is also in. Put the 8th grader in the books. 2 free throws for her. Underneath is Pombar, the freshman. She's got 3. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be North Shore ball, and Ella Begley will inbound. Begley does a lot of the little things, the boxing out, those outlet passes. This time she hands off, gets it right back, swings it in the corner to Schatz. Baseline, no good. Under a minute to play now in the fourth quarter. A jump ball was called. And it was Amendola again forcing it and getting North Shore, or getting Locust Valley, the ball right back. Van Cott works off the screen. Set by Amendola, gets the ball right back. 41 seconds left. A traveling violation was called. So Locust Valley, 40 seconds away from improving to 7-0 in this 8-game season. That's a power move inside by Pombar. You could see why Keith Freund said, you know, you just give her the opportunity to hone her skills. She'll be a handful the next few years. He says that officials in Pombar with the rejection after every game say to him, what year is number 35? And he says, oh, she's only a freshman. So they go, look out. She will be a handful. 18 seconds left in this one. Holly Ayers into the corner. 3-point shot. Rims out, no good. 2 more for Pombar. So she'll have a respectable 7 in this game. And Van Cott to Amendola. She'll just pull it back out and seal an impressive 56-33 win. Locust Valley improves to 7-0 on the season with 1 game left. North Shore falls to 5-2. We'll take a quick break and we'll have our player of the game interview when we return here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming,
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Roslyn coach Craig Murphy. There's you.
What a move!
And the foul.
videography, and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
And welcome back to Locust Valley. Again, final score 56-33. Our Varsity Media player of the game. And we had some options, as we usually do, but it's Lindsay Hogan. And Lindsay, we thank you for joining us. 21 points here today, and it was senior day, and usually it means like 3 or 4 players get honored, but only one today, Maddie Driscoll. Before we go into your accomplishments and the team as well, tell me what has Maddie meant to you as one of the younger players and her as a senior?
Maddie's always been there for us. She's always like one of the first ones to practice, and she's always, telling us picking our heads up whenever we get low on the court. She's always been there on defense, taking charges, and really starting the offense too. Like today, she had the first 2 points and got us going. So it really means a lot that she's, here with us today. And even though she's only a senior, she really just stepped up today for us too.
You've got you hope certainly a full year next year to play, but do you kind of envision what that's going to be like for you, or you don't even want to think about your?
I hope we get a full year, and I don't even want to know.
Well, you've got a while before your senior night,
Right.
but look, this winning streak now is at 30. That's a significant number.
Yeah.
No matter even if it's a season without playoffs, what does that number mean for you guys?
Well, we kind of didn't want to go off of last year, so we're kind of saying we're 7-0. Although it is 30 wins in a row, we kind of wanted to just keep it at 7 because I don't know. We kind of just thought new season, new year, but 30 wins is definitely a great accomplishment for us.
We spoke with Peyton after the win against Wanta, and she said, really, you two, I don't know if it's been something that you worked on during the off season, but sort of picking up where Sabatino and O'Brien left off, and with the leadership, but also the offense as well. I know that you've added to your repertoire offensively, and Peyton obviously is just blowing up with her stats. What has that partnership meant for you?
I like this partnership a lot because I think we both can pick each other up when we're down, and if one of us is off, the other one's on, and we could kind of just feed off each other, and we definitely play with each other really well too. We had some backdoor cuts today. They didn't really connect, but we definitely have some backdoor cuts, some give and goes, some pick and rolls, and we really have some good chemistry.
There wasn't like 500 people in the gym, but you had parents here for the first
game,
time.
Yep.
What did that feel like?
It was cool, definitely, because especially for senior night, it was just such a great moment for Maddie and stuff. But the fans cheering, help us get us going for sure too.
So 1 game left in this abbreviated season. It's been such a sprint really to this point. Only 3 weeks, but I'd imagine, considering maybe where you were in January, not even knowing that there'd be a season, you're pretty happy with even getting 8 games.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. We didn't think we were going to get anything in, and when they told us that we have a week to practice and then play 8 games, we were ready for it. We were ready to come back and keep off our 30-game win streak.
It's 7 games. Come on.
I'm sorry. You're
I'm
right.
kidding. Lindsay Hogan, we thank you again for joining us.
Of course,
Congratulations,
thank you so much for having me.
and best of luck going forward as well.
Thank you so much.
That's Lindsay Hogan. Again, 21 points for Lindsay, 12 for Peyton Teeny, and 10 for Amber Linden, and another win, 30 now in a row for the Falcons of Locust Valley. On the season, 7-0 as they head into their final game of the year. North Shore, again, this is a team you'll see a lot of as well going forward. So they're now 5-2. They'll look to try to win their last game. Again, we want to thank Danielle Turner, the athletic director here at Locust Valley, for all her help and support as well, and just to make this broadcast possible, and for all her work she does just to have athletics come back as well. It's so big for the folks here at Locust Valley, and we do appreciate her as well. For Nick Luisi, the pride of Seaford, John Ferreira, and Ben Turchin, I'm Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us, and we hope you join us on our next broadcast, which actually is in about 10 minutes or so, the North Shore Locust Valley boys game over at North Shore High School. Matt Shortus on the call for that one. We hope you enjoy that one, and have a good evening.